So I come from a corporate background. My whole life, I was told I needed to be the best at whatever I did. At school, you must get A stars. At university, you must do one of the professional qualification and you must get a first class degree. And I did all of that, but nobody prepares you for the life that is about to come when you become a mother. I remember in my 20s, before I had children, looking at women who were at home with their kids and thinking, what do they do all day? And 3 kids later, I know what people do, and I appreciate that mothers are the unsung heroes who give up a lot to raise the next generation of decent human beings who are kind and ready to create a better world for us. Today, I want to talk about how to do both motherhood and ambition, not perfectly, obviously, but honestly, practically, and without any regrets. Welcome to Build the Dream Brand. I am Bhavna Rishi, founder of Build the Dream Brand, and for 20 years, I have been helping founders, artists, fashion startups design and launch scale brands from museums like the V&A department stores to first-time founders who started with nothing but an artwork, idea, and a sketch. And this podcast is for anyone who is doing it all, the business, the kids, the whole life. Before I talk about business, I want to really talk about parenting. And I'm not an expert, but I have raised 3 decent human beings. Your first responsibility is to raise children who are fit and well and able to function in the society while everything is happening in your business, from instilling values like honesty, respect, and kindness to teaching them life skills like cooking, cleaning, driving, swimming, being there when they need you in the moments that matters, to teaching them nutrition, healthy food, exercise, and saying no. Sometimes it's harder when you want to be their best friend. Teaching them that academics is a system they can beat if they get grades. I used to say that to my children. If you want to beat the system, get the grades, get out, and you have choices. But if the traditional education does not work for them, then there are avenues. I may not understand it perfectly, but supporting them as much as you can, really, because it is harder to choose other avenues and the journey is quite long. I guess they have to try what they believe in. After all, we cannot all think the same way, and that is true definition of entrepreneurship. Yes. And while you do all of that, you build yourself up. So being a mother does not mean putting yourself on hold. And that's the core of this podcast. I would say that my personal experience says that you need to, when you have children, you need to get help, whether it's a childcare, it's a friend or a family who can really take your kids so that you can focus on learning something new for yourself. Pick a time, say 3 hours when you have the most energy. In those 3 hours, be laser focused. Build your skills up by listening to podcasts, do free online courses during their nap time. Read about marketing, merchandising, or anything that you are interested in, even learning how to sew or paint. Go to networking events. There's so many free events going on in London. Find weekend events or evening meetups and get dressed and feel confident. Walk into a room like you belong there. If you're an artist, create art, go to galleries and exhibitions, talk to someone running the business. Volunteer at local gallery if you like, for connections and confidence. Because if you don't do that, I have seen what happens when women do not follow their dreams. They get to 55, 60, and they look back and think, I should have tried. I had the idea, I had the talent, but I let fear or had children and I really got busy and that stopped me. And I've heard this personally time and time again. And that regret is heavier than any failure. I would rather try and fail than never try at all. And here is what your children learn from watching you build something. They learn that hard work matters. Resilience and determination will get you to your goals. They learn that we are strong parent to carry on achieving our goals, even when the time gets tough. They learn that it's okay to fail and try again. And that is the greatest gift that you can give them. If you have 3 hours spare this week, that is enough. Use that to move closer to what you want to learn. If you have interest in fashion, start by evening courses or volunteering at a local boutique. If you're an artist, create something, put it on online, even if it's for 30 minutes that you painted something, created something new. Document your journey, share your story. Social media is free. If you have no idea where to start, listen to podcasts, do free courses, go to events where you have the entrepreneurial talks or motivating presenters. Do some online certifications. Keep company that is uplifting. Remove yourself from conversations that drain you and surround yourself with like minded people. And if you're like me and you want to do more, want more from life than whatever has been laid out for you, then start building today, not tomorrow, not when conditions are perfect, because conditions will never be perfect. Your children will always need you. There will always be a reason to wait. The women who build extraordinary things are not the ones with more time. They are the ones who decided that their dreams were worth the 3 hours they could find. So, right now, here is the one action from today's episode. Find your 3 hours this week, look at your schedule, and find that 3 hour block when you have the most energy. Write in your diary like it's an appointment. You cannot cancel. And in those 3 hours, do one thing that moves your learning forward. If you found this episode useful, please send it to another mother who needs to hear it, the one who's sitting on a dream and thinking it's too late. It's never too late. It's going to be never too late. If this episode resonates with you inside Build the Dream Brand and through my mentoring, we help you through the personal and business maze to build business while making the most of every stage in your life. So if you like, you book a discovery call with me. There are also a bunch of resources on the website, bhavna.com, to get you started with free mindset shifts, templates, checklists, and worksheets. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly of Building the Brand. If you've been listening to the series, in the next episode, we'll explore more content to keep you motivated while staying on top of personal and business goals. Until next time, keep taking small, brave steps. That's how every great story begins. So keep going and keep building.